Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here in the lovely World of Raccoons with me, Vanillaraccoon. Heyo! And we're going to be starting off this episode over in the library that we finished renovating in the previous episode, and in the event that you missed it, then I encourage you to go check it out. That way then you're up to par with what is going on throughout the series. But we are in the latest snapshot for Minecraft 1.12, and that is 17W13A. Now, of course, with every new snapshot comes a few minor bugs, and if you're able to identify one right off the bat right here, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But moving forward now, so we have our own enchantment station. However, we don't have an efficient way in which we can go ahead and gather experience, so that way we can continue to do some enchanting. Well, off camera, in between recording the last episode and this one here and now, I went ahead and traveled throughout the lovely World of Raccoons in search of a spawner, but then as I was making my way back home, I then underground came across a zombie spawner, which is right down here. Now, I would like to state that I know for a fact that this is a zombie spawner because I had found it in the previous snapshot, not the current one that we are now playing in. And I say that because, well, let's just go ahead and finish going down the ladders here. As you can tell, there is no zombies spinning around within this spawner cage, so you're gonna have to take my word for it that this is in fact a zombie spawner. But what I would like to do is just create a simple but efficient zombie grinder out of it, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and begin to lay down some redstone dust, get my build on, and I'll bring it back when we have a bit of a progress update for this grinder. I gotta say, it's been a while since I've made any type of a mob grinder such as this, and I think probably like the last time I sat down and really tried to figure out how to build one of these is going back into my Minecraft Xbox 360 days, back when Minecraft and all these new features in Minecraft were becoming a thing for Xbox 360. Wow, that's kind of a throwback, I guess. But moving on now, peeps. So this is what we have going on. We have 9 blocks going from the wall to our left, going all the way to the right, and then 9 blocks going from the wall in the back all the way to the one that we are currently standing within. Hey, buddy. And this is where I'm a little confused at how to go about making this zombie grinder. I don't know if I'm supposed to place a water source on top of the stone bricks that we have piled in the corners, or if I'm supposed to place this water source right in between the 2 stone bricks that sort of are meeting and touching one another from both walls. So oh, and we got zombies down there as well. This is gonna be a little challenging. Do I have my shield on me? Actually, no, I don't have my shield on me. I just realized. Oh boy. Oh, for a moment I was getting a little concerned that I wasn't going to be able to survive that. So let's just go ahead and dump these water sources down right there. I don't like it how this current from here is overlapping with the one over down there. So we're just going to go ahead and place them on top of the center of the stone bricks. And this is a little concerning, the fact that they're not going to be able to fall down. So let's just go ahead and carve out these blocks right there, and now if all goes accordingly, and I'm not 100% sure if that will be the case, we can now go ahead and have both currents push them down into that one single hole. And then from here, let's just go ahead and knock out the torches. And oh, I already see one zombie spawning in. Okay, so at this point now, I want to go ahead and I'm just going to AFK here and see exactly how productive this is. And then when I bring it back, we'll either continue to construct this zombie XP farm or have to make a few modifications. I think it's safe to say that we're going to get a decent spawn rate of zombies here, and the reason why I placed that one single cobblestone slab on top of the spawner is because I had one or few zombies spawn up there, and although they were able to see me when I would poke my head in through the walls, they wouldn't try and come after me. So I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and prevent any more from spawning there, and by placing a slab, it'll do just that. Now, I did not actually mean to place stone blocks in that 2x1 corridor right there, but oh well. So let's go ahead and take a look as to what I've done down here. Right now, at least, we have quite a lot of zombies, and I forgot that in Minecraft 1.11 the max entity cramming was a thing where, say for example, you could only have 24 zombies in this case sat right before us, and then if a 25th zombie were to fall down into the pit, then it would instantaneously die along with any other zombies that would continue to fall down into the pit. So I just set the max entity cramming rule to 0. But moving on, now we have a sticky piston, and attached to it is a diamond block, and this is going to act as our mob crusher. Now right here we have a button, and unfortunately if I push it once, it's not going to take care of the job to where they are pretty much one-hit kill. So I'm going to have to do some research in figuring out how to make a redstone clock so I could set it up to go 19 clicks or ticks, whatever it's actually called in game, and then I'll be able to finish the job myself by dealing the one-hit kill. But until then, all I have to do is push the button a total of 6 times, and then afterwards I'll be able to take my diamond sword, and that was a poor example to do on camera. There we go. See, now they're starting to go down. But I am going to now take a quick little break from doing all of this harvesting of XP, because I'm gonna have to, like I said, do some research on figuring out how to create a how to create a redstone clock that I can hook the mob crusher up to. And then when I bring it back, we're probably gonna then prettify this room, because at the moment it doesn't look that pretty at all. And at least when I come down here, I want to be able to fill, oh jeez, there's another baby zombie. I at least want it to look fairly pretty and cool, and not just feel like I'm in some poor man's excuse for a AFK XP farm. Yeah, like a cheap rug, I lie. But for a good reason, okay? So I decided to opt out from setting up a redstone clock, so I would have to push the button only one time and let the mob crusher do its job. Because I had the brilliant idea where I could go ahead and block off this chute by placing a sticky piston within the walls, and attached to that sticky piston I could place any old block that I wanted to, but I in this particular case chose an iron ore. Don't ask why. But all I have to do is flick this lever upwards, and then the chute is open for the zombies to drop down into. But then once hello guys, oh boy, they're so eager to come down here and see me, they can't really decide who's gonna drop down first. Okay, so like what I was saying, all I have to do is flick the lever upwards, and then the zombies will begin to fall down the chute. But let's just say, for example, we have a decent amount of zombies here, and I'm ready to harvest my experience. All I gotta do is push the button a total of 9 times, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The reason why I say 9 is because sometimes we may get some zombies that are wearing more than one piece of armor, but it looks like, as you just saw, that was one too many. So I'm going to go ahead and prop this open once more, so then we can just get a few more zombies to test this on with you guys on camera. Okay guys, you're gonna have to like work with me, because I'm trying to record this episode for the youtube.coms, and you're not really helping me get stuff. Oh god, there's a baby zombie. From time to time, one of those are gonna fall down, and they're gonna be a little bit of a burden to deal with, but nevertheless we can go ahead and do so. So let's just go ahead and take care of him. So we know 9 is one too many. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our diamond sword, And alright, as Matthew McConaughey would probably say in a case like this. So we just gotta push the button a total of 8 times and then swoop them with our sword just a few more times, and then they'll die. But you know what, I think that's going to, for now at least, it works. And you know what, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So at this point now, what I would like to do is, oh, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, I kind of prettified the place up a little bit. I was going for a catacombs vibe, considering this is a zombie grinder, so it may look a little claustrophobic, but it's okay. It worked, and considering this is a single player world and we're not playing on a server, it's not like we have to deal with other players coming by and going, hey, are you done over here yet? No, not yet. Oh, well, okay, I'll come back later. So for me at least, this works out, but we may come back here and extend this a little bit in terms of creating a little passageway, or even just a little off room from this room right here, so then we can have our own enchanting station right there. Which brings me to what I would like to do next, and that is I'm just going to sit here a little longer, gather up some more experience, and then I'll meet you guys when we're over at the library, so then we can do some enchanting. And then probably from there we'll conclude this episode. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about that time where we must begin to conclude this episode and say farewell to one another. But before we go ahead and do just that, I'd like to take this time to make 2 brief announcements. The first being, if you are subscribed or interested in a lightly modded Minecraft experience, then a new Let's Play from the beautiful Division SMP went up on the channel not that long ago, and we got our build on quite a lot in it, so if you want to go ahead and check it out, then by all means go ahead. The second announcement is that if you are interested in other gameplay content here on the channel, then you'll be happy to know that I have been working around the clock non-stop on a montage. Now, I'm not going to say what this montage is going to be in terms of which game it is. That's part of the surprise, but I would like to get this montage up on the channel fairly soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm calling it Project Monarch. That's sort of a little subtle hint as to what game it's going to be of. But with that being said, there's just one more thing I want to share with you all, and that is the enchanting station that I created. Now, in the long run, running from point A, the catacomb, to point B, the library, and then trekking all the way back through here would not make any sense whatsoever. So I decided, you know what, once I'm done harvesting my experience from the zombie grinder, we can go ahead and just make our way down through this little corridor, and boom, we're already at the enchanting station. Now at the moment we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bookshelves, but don't worry, in between this episode and the next I'll go ahead and add a few more so that we have at the least 11 sat surrounding the enchanted table, and hopefully by then we'll have our idly floating spinning book back on top of the enchanting table. But that's going to do it for this episode, peeps. If you enjoyed it, then leave a like, and if you did not enjoy it, then at least feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But if you're new to the channel, then I invite you to check out the rest of it. But don't forget to turn on notifications when subscribing. That way you will then be notified when future Minecraft and other gameplay content is uploaded by yours truly, Vanillaraccoon. But I'd like to wish you all a happy day, and peace out.